Alright, ladies and gents, welcome to the first cast by me anyway. There was one other set that was cast earlier. This is the first official me casting of the Tumblrcraft tournament. Yeah! Week 1 just finished, and now it's time to show you guys what happened. So our first game is going to be on Crossfire between two players. Both of them, as with the rest of this tournament, all of them are Tumblr bloggers, fans of Starcraft, all across. Great community tournament. Protoss versus Protoss. So up here we have Stripes, and down here we have got Javex. So, interesting things about this map. There is a, despite the look of this map, it actually has a really long rush distance, but it's a really, shall I say, open, or it's a really strict rush distance. There's not a lot of room for counterattacks or hidden things. So this is going to be interesting to see how this whole thing plays out between these two Protoss players. I will, in the video description, give you links to what their blogs are, but as for now, I am not 100% sure I've got the addresses for you. I'm sure I know them, it's just, you know, checking name of Starcraft name to blog. So as you can see, both of them are on relatively same paths here, except this Javex here has built his gateway a little bit earlier than Stripes. Stripes kind of he's got an idle probe, maybe waiting for the minerals to show up. He's floating a lot of minerals right now, actually. Okay, there you go. He was just falling a little behind. He's making it up. He's building 2 gateways right away. So, interesting idea for such a game, because with the gigantic rush distances and without a proxy, these zealots, the zealot pressure is not going to be as effective as he would like. Or he's just trying to make up for the fact that he was floating some minerals, getting his gateway a little bit earlier. I mean, you know, make the most of what you have, right? Javex, on the other hand, is grabbing his first gas. He is not, doesn't look like he's pulling his gas, or sorry, not his gas, he's not pulling his chrono boost. So we're probably, unless after this one we're going to start seeing the pooling. Okay, he is starting to pool, so it looks like we might be seeing a 4-gate from Javex. Stripes, on the other hand, I'm not sure what he has planned yet. He has not built his Javex score. He's fairly behind on the attack, actually, but his chrono boost is very high, so we could be seeing a 4-gate, or it could just be a macro slip. You know, we're not the professional players here at Tumblrcraft, we're just Tumblr bloggers. And this is more for fun than for actual money. There's no prizes, and you just get to show your face. So this is, of course, from Group A. This is, I believe, this is from Group A. I'm going to cast Group A first. So as you can see, Zealots are being chrono boosted out, so we are probably going to see some pressure, or just make sure that he uses these chrono boosts. The cybernetics core almost finishes. Maybe he's going to really do a really fast chrono boosting Warp Gate Tech is being researched for Javex, and as you can see, he's not chrono boosting it, so we're probably not going to see a 4-gate opening for Javex. Given that he's already has 2 gateways out on the field, it's likely going to be a 3-gate expand or 3-gate robo, something like that. Very standard builders. And so over here in Stripes area of the map, we are still seeing very high chrono boost, but Warp Gate not being researched, so I'm not sure what he's planning on doing with that chrono boost energy. It's not being used at all, and that's causing him to fall behind in the macro quite a bit. He does send these 2 early Zealots for pressure, but we've got Stalkers on the field. They will keep those Zealots pretty busy for the entire time. If those 2 Zealots can get some probe kills, that would be really, really effective, but it seems like they're going to focus on the Stalker, and the Stalker is going to more or less kite them. Although not perfect, he might still be able to kill this thing. And you see the gateways are not in production right now. There is 1 sentry, but the sentry ended up stuck between these buildings, so it's so unfortunate. But if you can get it close enough, you might be able to do some tickling damage or put up a force field or something. He's still building 2 more Stalkers, so these Zealots are giving up on chasing down the Stalker, are going to go for some probe kills before they die out. And given how Stalkers don't do a ton of damage, if he can control this correctly, he could probably get quite a few probe kills and pay off at least for these for the Zealot. He does pull all of his probes off the line to do some damage. He does kill a few probes, but in the end, probably not worth as much as he would have liked here. We do see 2 more gates here, so we are going to see a 4-gate from Stripes. He is at 100 energy, which is much higher than you would want. He probably should be chrono boosting his 4K here, but he does bake his second gas, so we are not going to see a 4-gate. Usually this type of 4-gate you only use versus Zerg, where you do 4 gates, maybe a 5th one, and then you do a very Zealot Sentry heavy composition. It's very effective versus Zerg or for a fast expanding Protoss, but I'm not so sure about this in a Zerg. He is building Stalkers now, so it's very. I've never seen this build order before, but like I said, we're not all professionals here. You know, we can't be perfect. So as you can see, we are seeing a 3-gate robo here from Javex, which is a fairly safe opening in PvP. If it's controlled really well, it can protect against a 4-gate, but that, like I told you, it has to be taken care of really well. And he is building an Immortal here, deciding to forego an Observer beforehand. But this timing attack going to be very powerful, because as you can see, the 3 Zealots and 2 Stalkers, but he does have an extra 4-gate up on him, so if he focuses on Zealots, with that Immortal, he's not going to actually do a lot of damage, and this Zealot heavy army might be able to do some really big damage if Javex is going to really invest in his Immortal. So as you can see, Stripes is now moving out across the map. Their foods are, well, Javex is 9 food ahead, but he hasn't expanded, so in a longer game this is not going to mean as much, but if he scouts, and he did scout that move out, so he is ready to hold this. He does have the ramp ready, so he's probably going to, with these Zealots, since they are melee units, he'll probably be able to force field and cut off a lot of troops and deal with them that way. And even with like the tech advantage, he does put down force field down on the ramp, so you can focus down these 2 Zealots here at the top, and then just, yeah, shoot them down. Even though he probably should be retreating straight. It does take, he's going to lose everything, actually. That was a really good force field by Javex, and the Stripes just did not control that really well, so unfortunately he lost his entire army. How he's going to respond here, he's making 3 more gateways, so he's, ooh, that's a little off kilter, because you cannot support 6 gateways off 1 base, or 7 gateways I guess it is. I don't know what he's planning on building from those, unless he just plans on amassing Zealots. I honestly, I have no idea where things are going at this point, but let's see, this attack is going to be really deadly, and if he moves in at the right time, it's not going to be able to it's on the force field, limiting the surface area of the attack. All Zealots are down, just the Sentry. The Sentry goes down, and now as the force fields go down, he does have charge, so he's just doing like maybe like a mass Zealot with charge build, but it's not doing very well with the Stalker of the middle build from Javex. Now one pylon will go down, next one goes down before the side captain. Way ahead. Javex very easily has the game. He has army advantage, tech advantage, and look down, he's also building his natural, so he's got 2 advantage, now 4 feet ahead of his opponent, and we're going to approach the from strikes in any second. So that's game 1 of the series, and I will see you guys next in game 2.